Hello, Frederick Douglass Elementary School. Today we're going to be doing something called drawing from observation. And when you observe something, that means you look at it or you watch it. So if you're going to be drawing from observation, that means that you're going to have to be looking at the object that you want to draw. Now, a lot of time artists will look at things in nature. A lot of times when people are drawing from observation, they'll draw flowers or trees or even animals. So what today we're going to do is we are going to be drawing from observation some butterflies. Now, if you want to, if you actually have butterflies that are outside at your house, you could always go outside and look at those butterflies and try to draw them. But the problem with that is that they are going to fly away eventually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some fake butterflies, and you can pause the video on the butterflies and draw them from watching them on your computer screen. So these are some fake butterflies that I bought on Amazon. So when you are ready to draw from observation, you can just pause the video right here and pick which one you would like to draw. I really like the color right here on this one, so this is the one I'm going to choose, but you can choose any of these here. I'm going to get my piece of paper and I'm going to put the butterfly that I'm drawing right here, and I'll draw it over here on my paper so that you can see what I'm drawing on my paper and see the butterfly at the same time. So I always start with just a regular drawing pencil so that if I mess up, I can fix it. I'm planning on coloring this with colored pencils when I'm finished drawing, but if I draw the butterfly with colored pencils and I mess up, it's going to be a little bit difficult to erase it and fix it. So I'm going to draw everything first with just a regular drawing pencil. So when I'm drawing butterflies, I like to draw the center first so that I know how big I want my wings to be. It's always easier to start with this body here in the center. And then I'm going to take a look at it. Remember, we're drawing from observation, so I want to try to draw it as closely to this shape as I can. So I see on my butterfly this shape right here, and then I see another shape on the bottom. It's almost like a tail, I guess. The different segments of insects do have names, like abdomen and thorax and all that. So that's what I'm working on right now. And then I do see like a little head up here at the top with some eyes that are kind of right there, and then the antennas come out the top and they have little shapes on the end like that. So now I'm going to try to get as close as I can to these wing shapes. So I can see that it starts right here and basically shoots out to the side and up, and then starts to curve down. And if you get it a little bit too wide, you can always erase it a little bit and fix it. And then now I'm starting to come down the side here. And let's see, this part right here doesn't come all the way in, so it probably comes in about like that. And then this part starts to curve down, and it has a couple little bumps down here at the bottom. So let's try to do those next. And when you are ready, the bottom of the wing here starts right about there. Right like that. Okay, now the trickiest part is gonna be getting this side to match this side. We're gonna try to get it to look almost the same. It's gonna be a little bit difficult, so just do the best you can. If the butterfly wing doesn't look exactly the same on both sides, it's not the end of the world. It's gonna be okay. Once you have the shape of the body and the shape of the wings, then you're ready to do the patterns on the wings. And the other thing is, you don't want to forget to take your black colored pencil or your crayon or marker or whatever you're using to color. And don't forget to make sure that the body and the eyes and the antenna and everything, they all need to get colored in black, because we're just copying it straight from this one, and this one's black. So we're just gonna trace over everything with the black colored pencil first. Once you have the body colored in with the black colored pencil, then you can go on to the patterns on the wings. And I see that they have some very, very faint, looks like stripes. If you look really closely, I can see almost with like a yellow right here on the wings on the bottom. So I'm gonna start with that. I'm just gonna do a few yellow stripes on the bottom part of the wing. And I'll do that also on this side. And since we're drawing from observation, you just want to try to get it as close to the real thing as you can. So usually I tell you, you can just use whatever colors you want or whatever designs you want, but since we're trying to draw from observation, let's try to get it as close to this one as we can. Now I also see those same stripes on the top, except they almost look more like they're black or like a dark brown. So I'm gonna start up here and do a few faint black lines to do those stripes. All right, now I see a bunch of these black dots here, but I think I want to get the color underneath of them first. So I'm going to do the like reddish orange and the yellow first. It looks like there might even be a little bit of green right here. So let's just do a little bit of green right up here on both sides. And then we can start with like there's a little bit of red here. And then it goes down to the red down at the bottom. All right, then it looks like we can add the yellow down here. And then it turns into white up on this part. So maybe even a little bit of orange to like blend from red to orange to yellow. All right, so now we have the bottom part except for the spots. Let's work on the top. It looks like there's a little bit of green right up at the top here. And then a little bit of yellow over top of it. And then it looks like it turns into like a turquoise all the way out to the end. There's even a little bit of red. If you look right here, there's some red on the bottom. All right, so now we have all the colors that are kind of under everything. So now I need to go back to my black colored pencil and try to find where all these little spots go. Now this is gonna be impossible to get it exactly the same as the actual butterfly. So even though we are trying to draw from observation, just, you know, try to do the best you can. It's not gonna be perfect. All right, and then once you have all of the black little spots and patterns all over the wings, then you are done for today. And make sure you take a picture and post it on Schoology for me.